All right, welcome back. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talkative Sports podcast. Um, Guys, we had ourselves quite a couple of days of UCL football, if I do say so myself. But before we get into that, how you guys doing?
Good.
Can't complain.
All
Yeah.
right, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. You know what? We're gonna start with the least exciting game out of the two. Um, if you could say that, I think both games are actually quite good games for the neutral, seeing as I no longer have a horse in the race. But we're gonna start with Dortmund and PSG. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, I was surprised by Dortmund's performance, specifically when you look at them in the Bundesliga. They are a completely different team, absolutely different team. Um, Collectively, it's like they play two levels below the performance we've seen today in the Champions League against PSG and what they've done previously. Because
That's not just McDonald's league that's showing up with PSG's effort because
wow,
remind you now, the PSG team is used to playing certain type of teams, a certain type of pace. Now Dortmund, they're used to playing different types of team with different types of pace. So do you and with looking at how Leverkusen has come up and other teams in Bundesliga are coming up as well, do you think that it might just be a shock of league there for both teams, or at least PSG? Right.
Well, more to that point, like going to this game, PSG had only lost once in 32 games in all competitions. Meanwhile, Dortmund had only won 2 of their last 8 or 6, I think 6. But here's the kicker. I think Zach is onto something with that Ligue 1 because PSG have had 5 semifinals in their entire history, including this game. And they have now lost all 5 of those.
there's a second leg.
No. Listen, the only time they won one when they reached the final was COVID, and they beat RB Leipzig, and it was a one-legged tie. That's the only time they have won a semifinal match. So they lost their 4 previous ones. They won that one. So yeah, I was right. They've lost 5 out of 6 of their semi. Meanwhile, Dortmund, on the other hand, have won 3, now 4 out of 5 of their last semifinals game. So
to help him on that, Dortmund has won now with this game. They've won their last 10 Champions League games, home games.
Home games.
Yes, home games.
Home games. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like I think there's also a difference between leagues there and the strength of the leagues. On paper, honestly, I was surprised. Well, yeah, definitely surprised, not shocked that they did.
No, definitely have to be surprised because every one of us had PSG prediction.
Yeah, they should have scored. They had that chance, but even before and after that, I don't think they were really in that game at all. Jadon Sancho was cooking, like so.
Let's take a second before we go and continue into the nitty and gritty of the two teams, PSG and Dortmund. I really want to take a second and focus on Jadon Sancho because, sometimes when players have a tough time at a club and, they go back, especially in a case like Jadon Sancho where he goes back to a club that he left trying to find greener pastures. When they find success, they aren't credited enough because in Jadon Sancho's situation here, I feel like what he's now shown us is that there's a problem at Man U because he was performing before Man U, and seemingly since he's left Man U and touched German soil in a BVB shirt, we've seen more performances out of him than we ever saw in his entire time as in a Man U kit.
And just today's game, I've seen a better player than any player on Man U's wings in the last 2 seasons. I'm just being serious. I mean, the confidence he was oozing with. No, go on. It was just the confidence, the way he was smooth with everything he did.
No, I absolutely agree. And every time he had the ball, it was an attack. It was an attack. And yo, I at one point I almost felt bad because they were falling over themselves trying to defend that man.
They couldn't defend him. They could not.
And Checks, to your point that PSG had chances. PSG definitely had chances, but the chances that Jadon Sancho alone created, everything being equal, everybody scored the chances that they had. This game is over probably 4-2 Dortmund. 4-2 Dortmund.
Easily. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Edin Terzic. Liverpool.
That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say about Dortmund. Dortmund should do whatever they got to do to bring Sancho back. And Sancho, I understand what the Bundesliga is, but you look to your left and you see what Xavi and Bayer Leverkusen has done. That has injected something because Bayern was Bayern, and we know what Bayern has been doing to that league over the years, and we know how important the league is to Dortmund. If he wins the league with Dortmund, I don't care what anybody says. The man has achieved something. It's not. He's still young. It's not too late for him. It wouldn't be too late for him to come back to England after doing more success at Dortmund.
24.
No, he's older than that. I think he's 25.
25. Okay.
Maybe turning 26 this year. Hold on.
Yeah. I mean,
he is 20. You are right, and he just turned 24. Wow, the guy is younger than I thought.
He could literally play for another 2, maybe 3 seasons.
Yeah, and then come back.
And he's like probably hitting his prime then. Like he's a young player. Like he's still
wow.
to grow.
If I'm him, I'm not going back to Man U though.
Oh hell no! No. The only way I'll come if I'm him, I'm coming back to Man U is if of course they get rid of Ten Hag and the manager, like let's just imagine it's Zidane.
I don't
says
care.
I want Sancho.
No.
That's the only way. But
I don't care.
Seeing how he's playing, I'm playing that though. You don't say no to Zidane, bro. You don't say no to Zidane. But like,
bro,
yes,
listen.
Environment
is everything. Environment is everything, bro.
Yeah.
You sometimes when you are in a place and you are just you just have you're traumatized because that's really what happened. He was traumatized at one point because at one point everybody turned on him. They were saying all this stuff about him in the press.
Turned on him. I'm like thinking to myself, like, do you understand how good this kid was at?
No, who turned? It wasn't people. It was.
I'm saying publicly in the press. Publicly in the press. Yeah.
Manchester turned on him.
Yeah, the press, but we all know the press are assholes now. It was the coach. It was the coach. Like the coach made a false statement that he wasn't trying in training. And then he came out and said that's false, and that he has that Ten Hag has favorites. And
however,
Rashford and Anthony.
With that statement, Ten Hag stood on business. He never took that statement back.
He has to stand on business, but Sancho also stood on business too by not apologizing. Because why would I go out publicly and like back up your lie by saying I'm sorry that you lied? Like why would you lie on my name and then force me to make a fake apology? You know what? I'll go back to Dortmund and I'll be very. And by the way, I would love to see Ten Hag get fired and we see that Sancho is still technically a Man United player. That would have mean he outlasted Ten Hag. But yes, we all predicted it. I hope it still happens.
Foolish. All right, let's bring it back. All right, that's enough for Sancho. But back to PSG Dortmund. So Dortmund, fantastic performance. But I just want to ask this question. Now, I mentioned it earlier. All three of us predicted PSG was going through. After seeing the performance today from both sides, are you still confident in that prediction?
Yes, PSG.
Okay.
I'm 10 toes down. 10.
All right.
All 10.
All right.
I got to stick with PSG because it's only 1-0. They lost to Barcelona, and you saw how they ripped them apart. And this time, they're at home. You know, they're back in France, their comfort zone. That loss probably that they had in the last 32 games probably wasn't at home, so they might be unbeaten at home.
And
PSG still have the firepower. Maybe Mbappe, like you said, Mbappe shows up in clutch situations, and the rest of the time he's just there, just chilling. So
he only had one shot on target today.
Yep, that's it. That's all. Does give Mbappe, like sometimes you don't even need to start Mbappe.
It's
you have to start him,
his other two
he does his damage in those moments at the end of the game.
His other 2 shots came off the post. So
it wasn't Mbappe. Mbappe, I think he had one shot that came off the post. Yeah, one off the post.
That's like that.
Yeah, it was another teammate that had that second shot off the post. You're right. It came off the post twice, but Mbappe had one. Okay, so both of you are still in PSG camp. Well,
I'm saying, and the Dortmund kids, like they're kids in Paris. You know, niggas in Paris. You know, come on now.
You guys make sense. I hear you. I hear you, but I just have a gut feeling, bro.
Oh.
And with that being said,
you are switching up.
I am taking my talents to Borussia Dortmund. I am taking. Listen. First off, you're right. They have their night terrors about England. Luckily, they're going to Paris, the home of McLeague, and the only thing they have to worry about is McDonald's. That's it. The only thing they have to worry about is McDonald's. That's it. Hey, listen. With that being said, guys, I witnessed this match from beginning to end today. The way these guys were cutting PSG open.
Yeah. Ian Maatsen looked like, oh my God, like prime Marcelo.
You're saying Ian Maatsen, Karim Adeyemi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Karim Adeyemi, it wasn't even his attacking. It was his defense on Ashraf Hakimi.
Oh man,
that's so serious, man. They played out of their minds today. Everybody was locked in. Everybody knew their job. That's why I got it. Who do I credit?
I believe
Persic, man.
I believe. I believe. I believe. After seeing what I've seen today, I believe. That, listen, it's going to be a dogfight in Paris, and honestly, they're probably going to win on goal difference. Dortmund's probably going to go through on goal difference. That's how, however it shakes out, that's probably how Dortmund's going to go through. With that being the case, I'm taking my talents to Borussia Dortmund, and I believe they're going to come out on top. Now, anything else y'all want to say about this match? Okay, we move on to the other Champions League match that took place yesterday. It was one Real Madrid versus
Harry Kane and Bayern Munich. What's
there
their?
you
I
go.
don't even know what their mascot is. Is it beer or something?
I mean, they drink a lot of beer. I'm not sure. You know what? Beer. That's a Google search. Who is? Well, let me say, what is the mascot?
It's a brown bear. You were close. It's a brown bear, but it's not beer.
Okay.
It's brown beer called Munchen.
Okay, that's why.
Bernie. Yeah, Bernie. Bernie. He's Bernie. Bernie the beer.
We're probably pronouncing it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
German sounds very aggressive at times.
We're not. I've never spoken German in my life. You know, it's not my fault.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just for the viewers, listeners, we might probably pronounce it wrong.
German it's actually the closest. It has it's the language with the closest words to English, like the words of the most.
Yeah, they just made it way more aggressive for no reason.
It's aggressive English. It's just
yeah, with a German accent.
Yeah.
All right. If y'all want to have an English episode, we can do that separately from today.
We're not doing it.
Go for it.
We're not doing it.
But actually, going back to football, Man, this was quite a game. This was quite a game. Now, I
Yeah.
was very surprised by Madrid's tactics. They came out very defensive. Um, so much so that I didn't realize Bellingham was on the pitch for the first like 10 minutes. Yeah, I was in another group chat. I was this is how daft I was. I was daft enough to think the man was benched, and he was out there the whole time. Didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize it. But I guess it worked out because they got managed to draw out of it. I think if you were to ask me who felt better about the draw, Real Madrid definitely felt better about the draw. I know Bayern Munich probably left there thinking, dang, we had an opportunity and we didn't take advantage because people missed some chances. Uh, you know, Sané, he had a wonderful chance that he scuffed, followed by a phenomenal goal that Iron Robin himself commented and said, hey, basically, yeah, that's just like how I did it. And so, with that being the case, I think we are in tune for quite a match at the Bernabeu. So we shall see. We shall see.
That match is gonna be a dog fight. I can't wait for it. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, no, the Madrid is definitely happier with the draw. Although they were up 2-1, but they were not in that game really. They were lucky to get out of there with a draw. Tommy Tuchel, I know him. He's kicking himself, But hey,
Well, it's not his fault. People were injured, and
yeah.
and now I think the thing what yesterday makes very very clear
Oh,
is why he got Eric Dyer
I was about
because
to say Eric Dyer. I was listening.
because
I was about to say Eric Dyer.
because since Eric Dyer has been inserted into the team,
My God.
Bayern has been a lot more solidified.
Yes. Yes. Even the way
Now,
they looked yesterday, they look, except for the counter-attacking goals, which, I mean, Vinicius is ridiculous.
nah, but the first goal with Vinny, that wasn't a counterattack. That was a complete mistake on Kim. Now,
Oh, Kim Min-jae. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, he
Okay.
got drawn in by the midfielder, and then
Yeah,
that's
and
when
he turned up. Yeah.
Vinny turned him. Now, to be fair, and I said this in the group chat, I thought that, Kimmich could have been in a better position to defend Vinny's run. But with that being the case, the main proprietor of the mistake is definitely Kim for being drawn in because there was really no pressure on Cruz.
They weren't playing
Nope.
in the midfield. Kimmich was
No,
playing.
Kimmich was playing right back.
Yeah.
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 So that's what I'm saying. And that's where, and it was a run coming from outside in for
Yeah.
Vinny. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. To be fair, Kimmich probably should have been in a better position to defend the run. But with that being the case, the main person is Kim because,
Yeah.
there was no pressure on Tony Cruz. There was no need to step in.
Yeah.
There was nobody else. You didn't have any help. And so you kind of just gave the opportunity. Vinny rolled out, turned him.
He
And
picked up the penalty as well.
was it Kim?
Yes, it was Kim. Yes.
Yeah.
He had a rough day, bro. Yo. Oh my God. Yo. Yeah, it was Kim. Because he stepped on Rodrigo when Rodrigo went to turn up. Yep, that was Kim.
Defender of the year last season in Italy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they went this far in the Champions League though, because Napoli got bounced out in like the first round, so they didn't go this far. He hasn't experienced this kind of pressure with this kind of crowd on this kind of team against this kind of team. So I can't put too much pressure on the guy, man. I mean, I would say watching the game, he played perfectly except for those two plays. That's the sad part. Everything else he did was perfect. And then those two plays. Sometimes it's like that as a defender, man. You could literally have a great game, but then you make two errors and cost you the game.
Shax, what say you?
Honestly, I had Bayern winning this. So it's kind of disappointing when they drew 2-2. But injuries will do that. You have Kim in there, South Korean. He is 27, and from Napoli, but this first season at Bayern, first time in the semifinal in his life, probably playing anything. He did win the league with Napoli.
That's the league, though.
Last year.
That's so different.
Was that last year they won the league?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay, yeah, but that
that's
was also his first season in the top five leagues too.
exactly.
So before that was Fenerbahce and Korea. So yeah, I can't blame him too much, even though that second penalty was just so like, oh my
It
god,
wa-
what are you? I actually felt bad for him
yeah,
because I was like, I know the Nazis are gonna be out in full force after these two mistakes. So
Relax, bro. Relax. Listen, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Germany actually takes that very seriously. They remind their citizens about it constantly, consistently. Like it's involved in every stage of education, and they take it very, very seriously.
they
So
do.
I know it's a joke, but I
Yeah.
just want to say, give them credit because they take it very seriously in trying to make sure it never happens again.
hey, shout out to Marcus for the disclaimer and apologies to any Nazis that might have been listening. Um, um, where was I going with that? Yeah, I think
Think in my
Bayern did a
head.
great job, especially considering they started 34-year-old Muller,
Yes. Oh my God.
and they still managed to come down from 1-0 to
God.
lead in the 83rd.
I didn't know
So
he was still playing.
yes, I thought he was retired.
That was
I thought he was like a coach. I thought he was
Don't,
just like,
don't listen. Don't worry. Ralph Ragnick is looking like he's going to be the boss next season after Tuchel, and we know he loves himself some experience, so he will be playing quite a bit. Don't worry.
Ralph
well,
Ragnick. You're really gonna do that? Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know why they do that
I
to
mean,
themselves,
if I'm supposed to believe the news, but we'll get more into that on our next topic. But go ahead.
but yeah. So I was gonna say like I think the pick of Bayern winning it might be good because it might be a good one. I think they Real Madrid preferred the draw more, but let's just say the draw happened the same way. I think Bayern are also very lucky that they're playing Madrid out of any of the other two teams. At least tactically. I don't know why, but in the battle of European giants, I think Bayern can hang with them, and they showed that in the first leg. So hopefully they can go over there and probably. I'm thinking they progress on penalties because Real Madrid aren't a joke either.
Penalties. Wow. Okay.
That might be the only
Me.
way they make it through because I don't think they win. I
Nah.
think they should have won.
PSG's.
Listen. I'm thinking Bayern's gonna go to the Bernabeu and beat them straight up.
I
Straight up.
think so too. But you don't think PSG like would have been a better, like an easier matchup for Bayern?
I think like Mbappe would have ripped their defense up.
No, because I think Mbappe is
Like
really the only
I think
attacking threat.
Mbappe and Dembele against that defense, like I don't think they would have been able to hang. And I
Yeah.
think Dortmund have like an agenda against them. I
Well,
think they would have
what I would say
preferred Madrid of
is
all people.
you're right about the wingers, but I could say the Madrid wingers kind of make it a wash. But Madrid has way better midfielders than PSG. That's what I'm saying. So Bayern would have definitely had the dominant over. I mean, you saw that Toni Kroos assist, bro. I mean, come on. Who on PSG is doing that?
To be fair, to be to be fair, Kim created a lot of that space by getting so drawn in.
No, yeah, but still though, like Toni Kroos,
It's a
man,
fantastic pass. It's a fantastic pass. The weight was perfect. Everything.
everything, bro, everything. I mean, if I was Italian, I would be like,
You know, if Xavi Simons wasn't on loan, he could probably do it.
That's
Well, I mean, I don't think Mbappe or Dembele even need that pass to cut them up. You just need to get them the ball to their feet and do the rest. But hey, that's just my 2 cents.
Hey,
I still
all right.
think they can. I still think they can progress. I don't think it's going to be any easier. It's definitely going to be harder at the Bernabeu. I think they can. They can do it. They can do it.
no,
I believe in them.
they
Well,
have Bayern's. In my book, I think Bayern has the best midfield on the planet. You have Kimmich, you have Goretzka.
Kimmich is playing at right back, bro.
Yeah, but
He's not playing in the midfield.
if Pavard was healthy, he would be in the midfield. And then
Okay, well, you
um,
have to
what's
think
the
about
other
how
guy
he's gonna play that day.
The other
Goretzka,
guy
Lemmy.
that before Bayern even bought him, I was like yelling for Chelsea to get him, but maybe that's why Bayern got him because they saw my tweets. Conrad
Oh,
Limer.
Musiala.
Limer.
Oh, Lammer. Was he even playing
He got an
yesterday?
assist.
What do you mean? He's played like every game for them this
Oh,
season. Every
He
minute of
got
the
an
game.
assist, man.
my fault, bro. My
That's what
fault,
I'm
bro.
saying. Like, people
No
are sleeping
disrespect,
on.
He
no
was
disrespect.
free.
Yeah. Oh, so
Oh, they
just
got him for
don't
free?
even let me get into the
From
Conrad
who?
debate.
Wait, from
He
who?
left Leipzig.
Leipzig, the same place we got him Kunku.
Hold on. What's Leipzig doing? Wait, so hold on. What's Leipzig doing letting go all these talents? Don't they want to win something?
Bro, they exist to sell Red Bull, bro. They don't care about trophies. They want to sell energy drinks. That's the
That's,
only reason they exist.
that's crazy.
But no, like I was saying, like even I didn't even mention Musiala or the Sanes. I'm just mentioning like they're like defensive box to box midfielders. They have the best box to box midfielders on the planet.
Well, all I'll say is this, and then we'll move on. Next week is going to be quite fun because then we'll see who's right. I'm really, really hoping Dortmund comes through, so then I can come out here and laugh in both of your faces at being the only one to ride with Dortmund. You know, the football gods will get me on that one.
But
Moving
how
on.
about Bayern and Madrid? Who do you think is gonna go through?
I already said Bayern's gonna beat them straight up.
Yeah.
It's gonna take extra time. It's gonna take extra time, but Bayern's gonna beat them straight up. Gonna beat them straight up.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take 120 minutes. If they do it in 90, I'll be impressed. Because after seeing how defensive Madrid was yesterday, they're probably going to be very similarly set up how they were set up when we went to the Bernabeu.
And it also, that formation also makes it really easy for them to counter, and it protects the older boys, Cruz and Modric. He's really brilliant, Ancelotti, because I understand now why he's playing the French boys at center back. I don't agree with it, but he's doing what he has to do because he figures they can protect. Like, he's literally playing them right behind Modric and Cruz. So it's pretty brilliant. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty brilliant.
Well, it is what it is. Moving on. So we've had some rumors, some official news, and other things involving several clubs going into next season. And of course, with our resident Chelsea fans on the podcast, we of course have what they want to happen and what's most likely going to happen with Pochettino probably losing his job once the season comes to an end. So with that, we have Arne Slot officially announced, set to be the next Liverpool manager. Unai Emery just recently extended at Aston Villa up until 2027, I believe. And Thomas Tuchel is the favorite to replace Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. What do you say?
Not Zidane. Interesting.
Oh, man, will you stop it? So and of course, we mentioned it earlier, Ralf Rangnick is looking like the favorite to accept the Bayern position after Thomas Tuchel leaves. So with that being said, who has the best chance to be better? Well, let me just say, who has the best chance to improve next season and beyond between Aston Villa, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Bayern Munich, since all of them are about to have new managers or
Can I
have
see who
recently
has the
extended their
least
manager.
first?
Sure.
Bayern.
Wow. You don't
Bayern.
believe in Ragnick like that?
What have we seen him do?
I mean, let's look up his career real quick. Hold on.
No. I actually don't want you to look up his career because it's not even relevant. What have we seen him do? Checks.
Man, it's not even
Rangnick?
relevant. It's so rude.
Please,
Yeah.
we know Ralf Ragnick.
We saw him
We've seen his
crash and burn at Man U. That's about it.
That Ralf Ragnick, that
We
same
also
one.
saw him try to move into like a director role, and he got axed from that too.
That same one. That Ralf
That's the
Ragnick.
same
That
dude.
one. Okay. I'm just
From Ragnick turns into Ragnarok, and it was over.
Oh.
It's that one. That's Imran Ragnick. That
But
Bayern thing.
yo, Marcus, while you're doing your research, if Arnie at Liverpool, Emery at Villa, and if Tuchel gets hired at Man U, the worst out of all those teams will be Chelsea. Forget about the best. If Pochettino stays and continue to be the worst team out of
Well,
the
I mean, there's no
he's
if.
going
I
to
thought
put that in.
Pochettino.
leaves. I thought we were assuming Pochettino leaves. I thought that's what.
Yeah. We're assuming
Oh,
Pochettino
I'm
leaves.
assuming he leaves. Oh, okay.
Yeah. If he
Well,
leaves,
no. Well,
I don't think it's
let's
a
correct that.
guarantee
He's
that
not
he
going
leaves.
to leave. He's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked.
Oh, he's gonna have to be fired for real.
No,
yeah.
he's going to get sacked. He's not going to leave. So he's going to
Yeah.
get sacked.
But
Let's just assume
that
he's going to
isn't
get sacked.
really. I mean, there's a difference between. I
And
think.
all right, you know what?
I
To make
think
this
Ten Hag
just for
getting
the sake, hold
fired.
on. Just for the sake of this argument, well, not argument, discussion. There, you guys are rumored to get Ruben Amorim. So let's assume that he does get sacked, and you guys do get what it's looking like to be what you guys want in Ruben Amorim.
Not us, the management, and Clark Capital, not you guys.
So you don't. Oh,
If
hold on.
we
So
fire
let's expand
coach-
on this. Let's expand on this.
have
So
to
you
start.
guys don't like. So you guys don't like Ruben.
I don't. I don't want it. Not yet. I don't think he's ready for a club like Chelsea. But hey,
I think the only and the best the only option should be the best option. It should be Tuchel.
it's
That's
simple. Why are we?
I don't
Bro,
think we should.
Tuchel's not coming
Look,
back.
if I'm
Tuchel's not
firing,
coming back.
look, if we're gonna fire Poach, which we need to bring in a better manager. We can't just bring in somebody who's never coached the England. I think it's better to keep Poach. As terrible as that might sound, if tend to hire Ruben Amorim.
Best candidate in the market. Good God.
I think we should keep Poach.
We're finished.
If Amorim is a replacement, keep Poach. If Tuchel is a replacement, fire Poach.
Yes.
Tuchel's not coming back to Chelsea.
I'll take there's two other coaches that I'll take over. I'll take Edin Terzic.
Mourinho's not coming either.
And I'll take Nagelsmann.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I'll take Edin Terzic and I'll take Nagelsmann at this point, right now.
Didn't Nagelsmann just extend at Germany?
Nagelsmann is not coming, bro. He just extended at Germany. And Terzic's probably not coming through. There's only one manager. It's Tuchel.
Nagelsmann doesn't coach Germany. That's Hansi Flick.
Yes, he does.
Isn't that Hansi Flick?
Nope, that's Nagelsmann.
Oh, no.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's
Hansi Flick is a coach of Germany.
It's Nagelsmann.
Yeah, he's a German football coach, bro.
So,
Yeah.
wait. So what's Hansi Flick doing now? What's going on?
So you're saying you want Hansi Flick?
Take Hansi. What? The only reason I didn't say Hansi Flick is because I thought it was a German manager. That's the only reason I didn't say Hansi Flick.
He's a free
He's
agent.
unemployed.
Okay, come on.
He's a free agent. He's a free agent.
Actually,
but look, fun fact, Hansi Flick is the only manager in the history of Germany to be sacked from his role.
And he also won a treble.
Hey, it's a fact.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not saying. I just thought it was funny to find out. He's the only one.
Champions League. Do we know Mourinho's been sacked? We want to keep going.
Everybody's been sacked.
Ancelotti,
maybe Pep.
Apart from obviously Pep. But do we want to keep going? So come on, bro. They literally sacked Hansi Flick a year after he won a treble. So come on.
Okay, so
I would take Hansi. How would I take Hansi? I would take Hansi.
Come on, I'll take Hansi.
So we got two German options.
Yeah.
Let's see what does he want.
Tuchel's not available.
Tuchel is available. What are you talking about? So it's way more likely
already
that
said he would
Tuchel
accept
ends
the
up
Man
back
U
at
job.
Chelsea than he does at Man U.
Back to his Chelsea boys, but we know Tuchel loves some Conor Gallagher.
Tuchel is way more likely to sign for Chelsea again than he is to sign for Man U. Let's just put that out.
Man U?
All right.
Let's just say that.
We'll see where the cards fall. We'll see the cards fall. All right. Let's take it. Let's take it back. Let's take it back to the discussion. So out of the remaining, Chelsea's the worst. All right. Let's move up to the next slot.
Yeah.
The next worst from Liverpool, Villa, and the next worst from Liverpool and Villa. And Man U. And
Uh,
Man U. Liverpool, Villa, Man U. Has to be Man U.
Man U. Man U. Just
Tuchel
Okay.
at Man U. Is this what we're assuming?
Yeah,
Tuchel at
Tuchel and
Man
Man
U.
U.
Wait.
Because
Hold on.
that is the
I know what my
uh,
guy.
ranking is now.
if it's
Okay.
Tuchel, Man U's gonna be second to best.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Second to best.
It's
So you don't
Tuchel.
wait. So who do you have third? Who do you have third?
Liverpool.
Liverpool slot.
No. I have Aston Villa third, and then Liverpool fourth, and
So
then Man U
Liverpool fourth. Who
after
do you?
Aston Villa. After Aston Villa.
Then
Yes.
who's fifth?
This is confusing.
Man U's fifth, and then Chelsea sixth, and then
No, there are only
What
four
are you
teams.
talking about?
Though.
There's only 4 teams. What do you?
no, but didn't you include Bayern and in that mix?
No, we didn't include Bayern. Just the Premier League teams.
Let's
Villa,
focus Premier League. It's
Liverpool,
my
Man
fault.
U,
Let's
and
focus.
Chelsea.
Okay. Yes.
So okay, what are the teams again? Sorry.
Liverpool, Villa,
Emery at
Man U, Chelsea.
Oh yeah. Number one would have to be Man U, and number two Emery Villa, and then number three, Liverpool, and four Chelsea.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Chelsea's definitely at the bottom for me.
As they
He
always
made this topic just to put Chelsea at the bottom.
No, listen, guy. Next would be Man U because their management. I have
Wait,
yet to believe.
wait.
I have yet to believe in
I
Ineos.
reserve the right to have my second list upon Tuchel's decision to come to Chelsea. Whichever team Tuchel goes to is gonna be just switch them.
Oh my gosh. I'm putting
I second that notion.
Thank you.
I'm putting Villa second,
Yeah, we all have Villa second. Come
and
on.
I'm putting Liverpool first for this reason.
Whoa.
Listen, I'm putting Liverpool first for this reason. After the dispute that Salah had with Klopp on the sideline, I think this thing's about to get blown up. I think they're gonna accept. I think Saudi Arabia is gonna come in for with that paycheck. I think Salah is really gonna actually consider it this time around since Klopp has already said he's gone. New manager coming in. Liverpool will definitely accept that big check, and then Arne Slot will have a big bank to go out and spend money on. And because of the salary cap, it's not like they're capped, limited. They can spend up until the salary cap. So for some people, it's an advantage. Others, it's not. It just put everybody in a fair playing game. It just for them, now Liverpool doesn't have to, count pennies and dollars because everybody's paying the same bread. So they don't have to worry about that. Everybody has the playing field is even. So there's no reason not to spend that money that you're about to get.
I agree with you with Salah leaving at the end of the season, but that is one of the main reasons why I have like Arne Slot and Liverpool at third on my list.
You don't think Liverpool's going to invest that well?
And not Tuchel. I have Unai Emery at Villa at first, and second I have Tuchel at Man U. Yeah. Because I still think Tuchel will have to take time to build up that Man United team to up to standards. It's a way harder job than it seems. And
1,000%.
I think Emery will just continue building on what he's built on this season, especially being in the Champions League. Third with Arne Slot at Liverpool. Salah might not be the only person they lose.
No. So with all that money coming in, you don't think they're going to invest it well?
Well, I mean, when you have teams like Chelsea signing all your targets, and you no longer have Klopp magic to make it work, I don't think it's going to be that easy. They don't have the pull. They didn't have the pull even with Klopp.
Bro, y'all don't have.
Or they're going to get.
Y'all don't have the space.
Slot.
Y'all don't have the space to.
Well,
block
no.
them
It's not just us that will need signings though. They're gonna lack that pull. They're gonna lose a couple people that are like, oh yeah, I've been with Klopp for this long.
Compared to who?
It's time for a new challenge.
Listen, if it's not, we know y'all right now going into this summer transfer window, you are not in a position to make drastic changes unless you sell,
Man, you are
mad
planning to
players.
sell the. Well, if it's not us, it doesn't have to be us. It can
No,
be Man
I
U.
understand. I understand. All right, now perfect. You brought up Man U. For Man U to get into the ball game, they have to sell their assets. Who is going to buy Man U assets?
To be honest, here,
Saudi Arabia.
I don't think I don't think the Man U players are being put out to be as bad as people might think they are. I don't think that
I would take Wan-Bissaka in a heartbeat.
bro.
Of course,
What?
of course,
Give
of
me
course, of
China.
course, of course. But
Nacho.
that's only But that's only one. Listen, listen. But guys. Those players. First off, Jadon Sancho already has a home.
You think people aren't gonna
Jadon Sancho already has a home.
want Maguire on their team?
I'll take Sancho.
People are not gonna
Yes.
want Casemiro. People aren't gonna want
Saudi
Varane.
Arabia is gonna want Casemiro. Saudi Arabia is gonna want Varane. Okay,
People
so
are not
all right.
gonna want Rashford.
First off, well,
Some
if they want
French
to sell
second
Rashford, they
division
said
team
they
is
don't want.
gonna want.
They said they don't
What
want to
is that
sell
guy's
it.
name?
Man, you said they don't want to sell Rashford.
I'll take Rashford off.
The guy that needs to go, Anthony, who's going to buy him?
Oh, Anthony's not going nowhere.
I'm not going
That-
anywhere.
But that's just one player, though. They still have at least 25 others.
No,
Yeah.
One player that messes up the salary cap because he's getting paid so much.
Man U has a team. All right, Man U has a team that is good enough. I think
Yeah, decent squad.
Tuchel
Decent squad.
come in and first of all, get rid of the dead weights, like I've been saying for like 2 years now. My goodness, Christian Eriksen, we love you, buddy, but Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah, go back to
who's gonna make hard decisions like that? Like, Varane,
Spurs
great
will take him.
player, bro. You know, like Maguire, you were great for England, bro.
There's
but
gonna be interest in Maguire.
Yo, to be honest, bro, listen, Maguire could go play in Liga MX in Mexico and will still probably get called up by Southgate.
oh yeah,
Look,
yeah.
So,
they
like,
still have
so,
like people are gonna want McTominay. People are gonna want what's his name? Bruno,
But I don't think
Martial, even Martial. You know?
Tuchel's gonna want to sell
bro,
Mc-
listen,
Garnacho.
look. Man,
Mc-
you said there's only 3 players that are unsellable this summer. Rasmus Højlund, Kobe Mainu, and Alejandro Garnacho. Everybody else is fair game.
They're not selling everybody. They're
They
probably
can't sell everybody, but they said
No,
they'll
they
listen
said
to offers.
yes,
for
exactly.
everybody.
Everybody else is fair game. Bro, if somebody comes in and tells them that they can break even on Andre Onana, you don't think they'll take it?
no. Why would they sell Andre?
Well, it depends on the manager, though. It depends on the manager who he wants to keep. I think that's what they're trying to set up.
I'm going
For
with
the
your
manager.
assumption. If it's Thomas
So-
Tuchel, they're maybe sell 3
So
players.
wait. So you think? So wait. First off, you think Andre Onana is a Thomas Tuchel player?
He's one of the better goalkeepers in the Premier League. Why would you?
I promise you. If Tuchel comes in, accepts the job, and Everton says we're going down, Pickford, we can set you free. I promise you, he will buy
No.
Pickford and sell Onana in a heartbeat.
Tuchel would do that. No, he would not do that. No, I just don't think he would. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? They're around the same age. So it's not like you're getting a crazy upgrade, like you're getting Casillas. You're getting Jordan Pickford from Everton, a relegation club. Like, come on. No,
Hey,
it
man,
doesn't make sense.
That's England's goalkeeper, bro.
Oh my God. Maguire is something for England. Give me a break.
Henderson benches some star boys for England, so yeah.
Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Man, we've said what I've said
No,
what I've said
seriously.
about Southgate.
So if you're gonna take serious.
You know what I think of Southgate, man. You know what I think of Southgate. All right,
Yeah.
and with that brings us to the end of yet another episode. Regardless, will any of us be right with our rankings? We shall see. Starting off with next season, hopefully I'm right because any opportunity I get to laugh in these guys' faces, I will.
Hopefully, I am wrong because I ranked Chelsea. We ranked Chelsea last. So hopefully, we're all.
You're gonna be. No, we're gonna be. If anything, if we have to take piecemeal from all our lists, there's one thing that's going to be right. all across the board, it's going to be that piece.
No, wait.
I know it. You know it.
The caveat. I had my caveat though. Wherever Thomas Tuchel goes, if he goes to Chelsea, then they're first. If he goes
That's
to
not happening, bro. You could listen. Start fasting now for 40 days, 40 nights, because that's the only way that's happening.
The list is wrong because we have Tuchel going to Man U in the first place. So
all I'm going off is what the transfer rumor said. Transfer rumor says he's the favorite, and Tuchel's camp has said he would accept the job.
He would accept, but would he prefer? That's the key.
I know if there's two offers in front of on his table and it's Man U, Chelsea, there's only one choice there.
All right, well, time will tell. We will see. With that,
again, like he already been there, done that.
You know what? I wish we could just fast forward to when y'all sack Poach and we see what happens, but unfortunately we can't.
Me too.
Unfortunately, we can't.
Since we decided to hire him.
All right, yo. Before any more nonsense comes out of Zach's mouth, we are officially ending the episode now. We have come to the end of the end. Thank you for rocking with us up until this moment. As always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, share a rating, share a review down in the comments, all that good stuff. Share with your family, friends, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.